In this video, let's see how to make this beautiful wall makeover. So first, we'll have to measure our wall. So based on the measurements, we can design the decals. Please check the description box for the measurements of my wall. We will have to measure both the height and the width of the entire wall for this process. And then mark the center position. So the center position is where we are going to mark the first decal. After the center is marked, let's see how to make our favorite design. So I am using a Damask pattern here. So I am searching for Damask pattern SEV in Google. You can pretty much pick any design of your choice. I am also going to check in Pinterest. Once you click on Pinterest, you can type in Damask pattern here, or as you can see, I have already done some research on it. You can pretty much pick any design whichever suits your wall or the color you have in your mind. I've already pinned my favorite design here. So this is the design that I am going to be executing. So once I have found my favorite design, I'm going to download this. Once it has been downloaded, we will have to open the Cricut design space for this and click on browse. Once you have clicked on browse, you're going to get an upload image option where you upload the image and click on complex and select remove background. Make sure to select the remove background option because these options help us remove all the small grains and other things that you can see in the picture. Once that is done, you click on apply and continue and click on cut image. Once that is done, as you can see, I've already downloaded the image here and done the same. So I'm going to click on it and give add to canvas. This will open a new canvas with your design. So now the design is perfect. I'll have to just adjust the size of it, the width and the height as per my choice. So I am doing a 5 into 7 inches for this design, which I think is perfect for my wall. You can either make it smaller or bigger depending upon the design you choose and the size of your wall. You can also check the description for all the details. Now that is done, I am clicking on the make button. You can save or just continue just like that, don't save. I've already saved this project, so this should not be a problem. So this is how it's going to look in your cutting mat. So you click on continue. Once you click on continue, it is going to ask us to load the mat. So I'm using a vinyl, which is a permanent glossy gray vinyl here. So I'm going to cut 12 into 12 of this and put it in the mat. As you can see, it's cutting the image now. Once it has been cut, I'm going to unload it from the mat and then weed it off. So this is called the weeding process, where you'll have to weed out all the extra vinyl carefully so that we don't damage our design. I was able to make 3 designs in one sheet, which is a 12 into 12 sheet. So in a 12 into 48 inches roll, I was able to make 4 into 3, which is 12 designs. In this total project, I had used 5 rolls of vinyl for my entire wall. Once you have weeded out all your design, we will have to use a transfer tape and a scraping tool to transfer this to the wall. We will not be using the entire roll of the transfer tape. We will be just using 2 small sheets, which is again 5 into 7 inches, and the scraping tool to get this to stick to the wall. I've had a small blooper here to show you guys how funny it was. So let's see. So now let's get back to business. I've transferred it using the transfer tape, and that's how the first design is going to look. I'm going to jump this a bit because I didn't do the recording. This is how it's going to look after you've done 2 layers of it. So first, you're going to stick this transfer tape to your wall wherever you have measured. You have to use your scraping tool, press the design down to the wall, and be very careful while peeling off the transfer tape. Make sure that your design is perfectly stuck, or this is what is going to happen. Realign it, scrape it again, and then voila, you have your design. This is a time consuming process, but always make sure that you have stuck your design or aligned your design properly. Just move a little back, 2 or 5 steps back, and then see if it is straight, because we have not done perfect measurements. Scrape it down totally. Use all your pressure and scrape it down, because you don't want any of the designs to be stuck on the transfer tape. You can also just have a small cardstock cut out in a shape, so you know there is the exact same gap between 2 designs. So that's it. It's very easy to peel the backing if you are able to peel it reverse. So this is how I did it. I figured this out only after doing my entire wall, like literally the entire wall. I just had 2 more layers left. Always reverse. So this process is called reverse peeling. I figured this out only towards the end of the wall. So this is a very easy hack. Please try this hack, the reverse peeling hack. Once you have peeled it, please make sure you align it properly and stick it to the wall. Press it down using your fingers and then the scraping tool. If you have scraped your design properly, it is going to be very easy to peel off the transfer tape. So this is how we actually peel off the transfer tape. It's very satisfying to see this. So use all your energy to scrape it, please. This will also reduce our time. Voila! I'm going to show you guys one more design. So here, as you see, I didn't stick it straight. That's because the transfer tape wasn't aligned properly, but the design is straight. It took me about a week to complete this entire wall. It is a time-consuming process, but a very satisfying one. So this is the final look of my wall. Please let me know in comments if you like it. Thank you for watching and consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.